Hi guys, welcome to Tactical Review. Thanks for joining me here today. Don't forget to hit the little red subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way we don't have to worry about what YouTube's algorithms are going to do. You will get a notification every time I have a new video up. I want to start by apologizing. I've got some head cold going on here. People have been telling me for years I'm sick in the head, and this confirms it. So I'm going to press on through this. We might just have some editing to get some sniffling out of there. But I want to talk about, well, as you've seen by the title of the video, when close enough is not good enough. And if you've watched the introduction, you've kind of seen a few of my other videos. My goal is to find out when we can find accessories that are a value alternative, where we can get a good price on something that's a good product that maybe we're not paying for name brand, and we've got to do a little QA ourselves. Well, if you've watched my video on the VISM handguard, which is right here, you know I was pretty pleased with it. And I went to the range yesterday, put a few more rounds down range, and my first opinions still stand as of right now. I'm still very happy with it. It's fitting tightly. It still has the 6 screws that I put in it when we got started. Everything's going well. But if you watch that video all the way to the end, you would have seen my little epilogue where I was talking about using the pick rail sections for another project and had some issues. And that other project, as a matter of fact, is my home defense gun here. And chamber check. You can see actually that we've got a tail cap flopping around that goes over the tape switch. And what had happened was, on Sunday, I finally got things set up. I got a membership at a gun range, and I went out shooting, and I needed to get this Vortex optic sighted in. I had it mounted on the weapon so that I could do the paint job, but I had never had a chance to get to the range and get things sighted in. And it was either after the first 3-shot group or the second 3-shot group. I don't remember which. I've slept since then. When I adjusted the pistol to flip the safety back off, I noticed that my flashlight stayed down on the prop I was using for the end of the gun. And when I picked it up, I had the little legs, or one of the little T's was broken off of the T-nut on both T-nuts. And I'm going to roll in some pictures so you can see that more closely. But both T-nuts were broken. And when I put that piece of pick rail on there, I made some concessions. Again, in pictures, you'll see where the legs, or the wings, or whatever, of the T-nuts that came with the VISM handguard with those VISM pick rail sections are substantially longer than the M-Lok that's right next to it, or the actual Magpul M-Lok, excuse me. And I wasn't able to get those T-nuts to rotate in the handguard. So what I did instead was, because of where the muzzle device is and everything, I slid that section of pick rail tight to the back of the M-Lok slots that it was in, went ahead and torqued things down. It was secure. But what I unintentionally did was I put unequal stress on those T-nuts. Now that's on me. That should have fallen under common sense. But I wasn't sure how they'd react to the recoil impulse. I have actually ordered a Midwest Industries section of pick rail that's based on the feedback of a Facebook group I'm in, of guys that I trust to give me good to go accessory choices. And I'm going to be honest here, I lucked out a little bit. If I put something low cost on this gun, at this point in my life, it's a range toy, okay? And if I'm using good magazines, and I've sighted in my irons, if a cheap optic goes down, I'm not out of the fight, right? I'm using P-mags. I'm really confident in those, and I have plenty. Well, let's be honest here. If this handguard were to fall off, I could, with a gloved hand, grip the barrel and still be in the fight. But I made a poor choice here. You heard me say in my everyday carry video, I'm going to say it again, when we're talking about a life and liberty item, you really don't cut corners. Right? The closest to a cut corner in this is that it's a Palmetto State upper on an Anderson lower. And that's, to me, not cutting corners because these are low-cost companies that have a fairly proven track record from all of my research. But I took this VISM pick rail section and I mounted my weapon light with a cheapie. I took a gamble on something that I shouldn't have taken a gamble on, and I got lucky. Let's consider the alternatives, some of the alternatives that could have happened by going the route that I did. All right, let's say that the optics sighted in very quickly, and these cast aluminum, at least I'm guessing they're cast aluminum. I'll have some pictures in here so you can make your own determination. But these cast aluminum T-nuts only fractured on the range and didn't fully break. And then between jostling on the weapon on my way home from the range, and then where I set the weapon in my bedroom so it's ready to go in case something bumps in the night, those few jostles had been enough to break those T-nuts, and I didn't realize it. And then somebody breaks in the house in the middle of the night. I go to use a flashlight that's now swinging by a pigtail, painting my own feet, lighting me up as a target, instead of allowing me to see the intruder. Is it a super likely scenario? Well, no. But we deal in the what-ifs. Okay? I've had one home invasion in my life, and actually I guess it would have been breaking and entering because nobody was home when it occurred. So I think that takes it out of the realm legally of home invasion. All right, one. I didn't build this for its intended job as home defense because I think it's going to happen. I built it in case it does happen. I don't have insurance on my car because I want to have an accident. It's to take care of things if I do have an accident. Well, that's really all I've got for you. I'm going to have those pictures in the B-roll. Thanks for watching. I hope to have some more substantiative stuff in the future. Just a little sneak preview. Got a little what claims to be threat level 3 alpha body armor panel, soft armor, that we're going to be taking to the range. Can't wait for that video. But for now, this is it. If you like what you see, please consider supporting me on Patreon. When I can get the Patreon support up, I will have giveaways. But as of right now, I'm doing all of this production out of pocket. And I'm going to be out shooting anyway, so some of that's a little less of a matter, but I'd appreciate the support. If you don't want to support me, I get it. That's fine. But your favorite content providers, especially if they're gun channels, they're losing their monetization from YouTube left and right. I have two of the creators that I watch have been permanently demonetized within the last month. And then several other channels constantly have individual videos demonetized. So your favorite content providers are very likely not making the money that they would have anticipated making from ad revenue on YouTube. That's why they're branching out to things like Patreon. Or they've got t-shirt stores and things like that. So definitely make sure, if you appreciate a content provider, let them know by supporting them in some way. Hey, until next time, this is Tactical Review. Shoot straight, stay safe. Thanks for watching.